What's up, FishTube? Well, today is the day. My 40-gallon breeder up here finally finished cycling yesterday. I gave it 24 hours. And now I'm going to start moving my cherry shrimp over. I only have 5 of them, so it's a pretty big tank for them. But I only started with 4, I think, in this yellow shrimp tank. So, I mean, and as you can see, those guys took over. There's like 80 of them now, last time I counted. So that's in about a month and a half. See, we got our helper kitty, so we're good to go. So, okay, so let's get started. So this is where the cherries are. You can see one right there. Not sure where the other ones are hiding, probably in that fake log there. So we'll see if we can catch them out, put them in a container, and get them moved over. All right, be right back. There's one. Alright, we'll be back when we get some more. Alright, so there was that log that was in there, and I decided to pick that thing up as a whole and put the net underneath it and knock it over, or tip it over, and all the rest of the other ones were in there, so we got all 5. So we're going to start getting these guys drip acclimated. We'll set them up and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got air stone inside there. I started the siphon here. I got some water going down into here. We'll adjust this valve and start watching this water. There she comes. I think that's probably pretty good flow. 1 or 2 drips a second is what I do usually. Sometimes it goes a little faster, I gotta readjust it, but there we go. We'll be back in a few. I don't know if I can set this camera up nicely. Alright. Alright, so give this about a half an hour and we'll check back. Here's after about 10 minutes. Looks like everybody's doing still pretty good. Be back to you in a few. Well, I found a stowaway back in the tank. There was 6 in there. I guess I should have done my searching a little bit better. I thought I had all of them. So we just added the other one since we're only about 10 minutes in still. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully she does good. Here we are at 20 minutes. Everybody seems to be doing fine. They're just zooming around in their container. Getting close, about 10 more minutes, then we should be ready. I should say that I only drip acclimate them for 10 minutes because the water that they're going into is pretty much the exact same water that they're coming out of. Same temperature, same everything, but I don't want these guys to die. I want to start a good colony, so that's why I'm doing it. Both of these tanks have a drip system set up that automatically overflows. I showed you that in one of my previous videos. I don't think I showed you the actual drip part of the drip system. I showed you the overflows, but maybe we'll do that in a future video if anybody's interested. But it's a pretty easy setup. So we'll give these guys about 9 more minutes, and then we'll stick them in the tank. All right, here we are at 30 minutes. As you can see, these guys are doing pretty good. Wish the focus would happen here. There we go. Got some really dark red ones in there, and some lighter ones. And all right, so let me pull this drip system off, and I'll show you dumping them into the tank. All right, so here we go. Luckily this time the 40-gallon breeder lid is a lot wider than the 30 gallons, so we'll be able to put this whole container in there, and you'll see them going to their new home. You ready? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'll be up here checking things out. I think we got this pretty well set up for them to breed. Only time will tell. See these ones here, these small ones, I'm hoping these ones are males. The 3 that were original to that tank are, they're all 3 females. I lost the male at some point. So they've been here for almost 3 months and 0 spawns. Lots of buried females when I had them in the yellow tank, but I didn't want to cross the two. So that one's a little bit less colored, but I'm guessing they're going to be pretty stressed for a little while. Very nice. There's lots of good algae for them to munch on and stuff, so I cleaned the tank a couple of times while I was setting it up and letting it cycle, but not too much. Left them some diatoms to munch on and some green algae. There's lots of biofilm in here. I've been adding Bacter AE about once a week during the cycling. I know both of these cholla logs are going to be just coated in that stuff, so they'll be on those in no time, but as you can see, it's already, if you can see, there you go, already munching away. Alright, well that'll do it for this video. Pretty much, I think. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in this 20-gallon tall here. Eventually this whole area is getting replaced with a 40-gallon breeder again. But for now it's a 20-gallon with a auto water drip system that maybe I'll do these guys a favor and stick them in there. That way I don't have to do so much maintenance on this tank, because he dirties it up pretty good. Did a water change this morning, did a little bit more cleaning, but yeah, dirty. The other thing I could do is I could drip some of these baby guppies into there, or maybe all of them, as a kind of a grow out system. I know with the auto water change it'll help grow them pretty fast, but there's new babies every day. There's a bunch of new ones back there, and these females are giants. They're always just full. So it would be nice to get the babies out of there so they can spawn some more, and then I don't have to feed as heavily. As you can tell from the snail population that's exploding, I've been feeding them twice a day pretty heavily, and they've been just decimating it. Anything that's left over, the cories get it, and the one pleco that I got in there. So we'll see what we're gonna do here. Alright, thanks for hanging out with Bearded Bob. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.